Hello, what is up my people, it's your boy Larux, and so today I'm going to be making a how to start a cyber cafe video and tutorial. And so before I continue, make sure you hit the bell, subscribe and share this video if you like it and enjoy. My goal is to make all the how-to videos, and so I'm also going to be doing the guides in PDF format so that people who want something written in written form can get it. And so I'm going to be doing them and placing them on a website called rooks.co.k. so head out there if you want to get the PDF guides. I've not done all the PDF guides, so make sure you subscribe so that I'll update you on the website and their guides. So without further ado, let us start this business. So between 2010 and 2013, the cyber cafe industry almost fell down because of the digitalization, everything, and everyone had phones, and so cyber cafe was almost extinct. But because of the e-citizen services such as logbook, PSV, passport, getting this business has withstood the test of time and is still in demand. Acquiring a PIN, a KRA PIN, is also being done online, and so many people do not know how to do this by themselves, and so they do the booking through cyber cafes. It's still a good business to start despite things going digitalized. It's still a good business for you to start. Another thing that has prevented the collapse of cyber cafes is colleges. Many college students do their work in cyber cafes. The other thing also which has prevented the collapse of cyber cafes is gambling. Wase wa gambling wengi wanaendanga kwa cyber cafes kufanya gambling, and so a cyber cafe is still a good business to start. So another thing that has changed for cyber cafes is the number of computers in a cyber cafe. Previously, the number of computers in a cyber cafe were around 100 to 20 to 100, but these days the number has reduced. So the first license you need is the single business permit license. So I've done a tutorial on this, so it's going to be there, and you can start there with the single business permit for your business, for your cyber cafe business. And the other license is the MCSK license, the music copyright, which lets you play Kenyan music, and government inapenda tu kutukulia kwa hizi vitu za ujinga kama music nini, so you need this license MCSK. So another one is kama your shop will be borrowing articles from people and books, for example, you will need this Reproduction Society of Kenya license. You will need. The other thing you need is something, the signboard. This is a signboard license. It's a license giving you the permission to set up a signboard. Zile zenye unaonanga hapo nje, cyber cafe, blah blah blah, we offer these services. So you also need that license. The government has to eat from you. It has to take as much as it can from you. So there are three things that will set your cyber cafe apart, and so the first thing is speed. So if your cyber cafe is known for high speeds, you will most likely get more customers and you retain more customers. So make sure you focus on speed and the speed of the computer, of the internet for your cafe. This will retain a lot of customers. And the other thing I'd say is reliable computers. So computers that do not lag. Hakuna kitu fala kama kwenda kwa cyber upate computer ina hang, hiyo kitu haidai, and so you will need a computer that does not lag. Also another thing, the final thing, third thing is privacy. So you'll also need privacy, and so the computer should be set in such a way that the other customers cannot see what your other customer is browsing, and this will also retain a lot of customers. Another thing is customer service, and so the customer service has to be lit because this is a customer service business, and so you have to give your best, or whoever who is doing that work on behalf of you has to provide the best customer service so as to retain as many customers as you can. The first computer is called the TRT computer. So the TFT is the flat screen computer, is ile nyina mgongo, and so we have the TFT. So we also have the CRT computer yenye iko na mgongo, it has a big bar. So hizo TFT ni hizo flat, and so zinafanya business yako, they make your business look modern, and they also have a lot of power and speed compared to the other CRTs. So CRTs will consume more space, more desk space. Also they they give an impression that your cyber is outdated, and you don't want that. So I advise you go for the TFT flat screen computers zenye hazina mgongo kubwa. So the best computers for cyber cafes should be 40 inches. The monitor should be 40 inches and 2 GB RAM and 120 GB hard disk and a processor of 1.2 gigahertz. That's the best computer for your cyber. Other combinations are 16-inch monitor, 2.7 gigahertz processor and 1 GB RAM as well as 80 GB hard disk. Good. And the other thing is 19 inches monitor, 1 GB RAM and 3.0 gigahertz processor. So at the end of the day, the choice of your computers will be determined by the amount of budget you have and the money you are willing to spend. Those are just examples I'm giving so that you get a picture of what is required for this beautiful cyber cafe business. So as for the monitor, you'll go for the Windows system. So this is the most popular and the cheapest, not cheap, and the most affordable for everyone. So there are other monitors such as the Linux. So the Linux are well known for not developing viruses as opposed to the Microsoft. So for the TFT computers, you'll need around 5,000 caches. They start from 5,000 caches. So computers can be new or refurbished or second hand. So then again, it's your choice to choose which one you want. You can buy but I recommend buying refurbished. So yeah, refurbished are the best. So another thing you'll need for your cyber is a printer. So most of the modern printers these days are 3-in-1. So this means that they can print, scan, as well as photocopy. So the most famous is called the Konica Minolta BizHub series. So the Konica Minolta BizHub series costs around 140,000 shillings and it can scan, print, as well as photocopy. And so we also have the inkjet printers. So the inkjet printers are used to print photos or images. They print photos or images perfectly. So if you are looking to have a studio or something in a cyber cafe, you need the inkjet printer. So the most common is the Epson, and the Epson inkjet printers are the best ones are Epson L220, Epson L210, and Epson L850. And so the Epson L220 is around 22,000 shillings. So but it depends with the dealer, so you can find someone who charges more or less depending on who is selling to you. So other accessories you need is headphones. So headphones are around 500 to cash 700, and they are easily stolen. So the best way of preventing customers from stealing is just to have an eye on them. And yeah, that's it. So we also have so headphones 500 to cash 700, depending on the amount of computers you'll buy, you multiply with that number. So let's say you're buying 20, so it means 500 times 20 is 10k. So 10k for 20 headphones. Card reader, so card reader mnajua inafanya nini? Transfer items from memory cards to computer. So also scanner, sometimes utataka kuscan document utumie mtu mwenye ako majuu or CV or anything. So a scanner starts at 3,000 shillings or 4,000 and above. But then again, we bought the printer that inaweza scan, so you don't need a scanner if you have that. So guillotine is used to cut papers, as you know. So let's say passport photos or anything, you can cut them using a guillotine. So guillotine is 2,000 caches. And binding machine, this is used to binding papers together. So a binding machine is around 5,000, at least 5,000 shillings. And so we have also the laminator. So it's used to laminate document with something like a plastic bag or something. You know that. If you don't know, I don't know how to help you. So most people like to laminate their important documents such as IDs or documents such as degrees or anything. The documents that, so a laminator is around 5,000 shillings. So we also have a router. A router connects between the internet device provider and your site. So a router 10,000 shillings. So networking. So we also have furniture and So the furniture need the tables, the counters, and budget at least 2,000 to 3,000 to set one single station. So if you have 20 computers, it will be 2,000 times 20, which is 40,000. I'm sorry, it's 40,000. So setting up the workstation is also a challenge. So depending on the space you are going to have in your shop, this will determine the amount of computers you can have. So go there and have a look at the shop you are hiring, and determine how many computers can fit into there, and start setting up. So the chairs, you can choose any type of chairs you want, but do not go for the armchairs zile za ofisi. They are not good for this, because just go for simple chairs. Let's not complicate things, just go for the simple. So internet service providers, so we have Zuku, we have Airtel, we have Safaricom is also offering internet services. So we also have Zuku. So Zuku has been having some bad reviews recently, but it's the leading provider, internet provider in Kenya, because it covers all the areas. So Zuku is also advisable. So you can go for the 20 Mbps unlimited internet per month, which costs 5,000 per month. The problem with Zuku is that the speeds are not as displayed on the basic package, on the paying package. So they might say it's 20 Mbps, but when you actually Google through the internet speed tester, you find that it's around 11 Mbps. So Zuku is not advisable for me. But if you don't have the option to go for something better like Safaricom, just go for Zuku. We also have Airtel. Airtel also is the cheapest provider for internet, and it's used for smaller cyber cafes. So the most common package for being the Airtel access is usually accessed through a modem, and it costs around 2,900 per month, and the modem is 1,000 shillings. So we also have Safaricom. So as for me, I think Safaricom is the best internet service to go for. If you can get Safaricom, it is the best currently now in Kenya. So best for this cyber business. So for the total will come to around 500,000, and for everything I have mentioned to come to around 500,000. But it depends. Again, it depends on the types of chairs you are buying, the types of computers you are buying, but it should be around 200 to 50 to 500,000 cashes. You can start with less, but yeah, it depends on you. So as you can see, most cyber cafes charge per minute. Let's say they can charge 50 cents per minute, and others charge 1 bob per minute, others charge 20 cents per minute. So depending on where you are, this will determine. Let's say if you are in a like some place like CBD, it's okay to charge 1 bob per minute. But if you are in an area like an estate, it's good to charge 20 cents per minute. So again, look at your competition. If your competition is starting 30 cents per minute, obviously many people will head there. So this is also something you should consider when doing this. So the average revenue per day for the cyber is 2,000 to 3,000 shillings, and the highest ever recorded revenue per day was 12,000 shillings per day. And so if you are employing an attendant, you will pay him around 8,000 to 12,000 shillings if you are employing. So another thing is that most of your customers, you can find them near schools or colleges. This is where you can find most of your customers. So if you're getting at least 50 people per day, your highest revenue is around 8,000 to 10,000. And if you're getting around 50 people per day, your average revenue will be around 2,000 to 3,000 cashes. So let's say you're getting 100 people per day, your average revenue per day will be around 8,000 to 9,000 if you're getting 100 people per day at least. So if you're getting 70 people per day, it's around 6,000 to 8,000 shillings. If you're getting around 40 people, 20 to 40 people, your average revenue is around 1,000 to 2,000 shillings. So again, if you place yourself in a place, the more traffic you have, likely hood of making more money. Education is very important. Quality of computers and service, customer service, and your speed, internet speed is also very important. So these are the most important things. Most common qualifications for employing a cyber cafe attendants is certificate in computer packages. If someone has this certificate, should be considered for this work. So also there are people who do not have these certificates but know these things. So with this kind of people, make sure you test them. You give them something like do you know how to print? Ask them to do something that involves cyber cafe before you employ. That's it, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video. I'll be coming back with more videos on how to start businesses or anything. So bye bye, see you later.